Welcome to selfdiscoverymedia.com, where the orchard of wisdom shows are at your fingertips. It ignites your soul, your heart, your spirit, your mind, and your body with illumination from people who have made the journey before you. They're here now to help you on your journey, on your path of self-discovery. We are funded by you, the audience, and the people we interview. If you wish to support us, please go to selfdiscoverymedia.com and press on our Fund Action button. Anything is appreciated. We'd like you to sit back and enjoy the shows. Here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Sara's View of Life right here on selfdiscoverymedia.com and the Orchard of Wisdom podcast.com. I'm your host, Sara Troy, and this is 10-year anniversary. It has been an honor to be a podcast host to so many wonderful souls. April 4th, 2012, I started podcasting. I didn't even know what a podcast was when I was asked to join a different network. I worked there for 13 months learning my craft, live shows, and believe me, it was an education. And then in June of 2013, I started my own network. But right now, I celebrate 10 years of podcasting. If you had told me that I was going to be doing 10 years of this podcasting and growing, I would have laughed at you. But here we are. It's 10 years of podcasting, hosting of 9 years in June with my own network. One never knows our path, where it will lead us, but if we're willing to walk it, we do discover why it is leading us in that way and what it's all about, truly. It truly has been an extraordinary journey for me, one of personal growth, self-discovery, enlightenment, humility, and I love where it has led me now. You cannot hear the stories of such struggles, such abuse, such neglect, such hate, such challenges that people have had in life, be it health, be it abuse, be no matter what they've gone through, and not be affected by those who choose to walk away from the anguish that was imposed upon them and step into their own self-discovery. Their courage discovered, strength revealed, ability shown, and love of self embraced is truly one of the most illuminating things one can hear and be a part of. For it shows us just how abundant and flawsome we really are and what we're capable of if we try. I'm exceedingly proud of the trust that people have put in me, sharing their stories, their vulnerability, and how they have referred me on to others and come back to have more shows with me and to inspire as their journey unravels, they come back to share the next chapter. It inspires and it invites us all to rise up to our own awesomeness. We are so much more capable than we know. We're so much more stronger, resilient, and courageous. If only we choose to step away from the fear and the past conditioning and decide to walk forward into a more meaningful, fulfilling, enriching life. If only we would decide to do that, then we would realize how abundant we really are. There are so many people that have touched my heart. There are so many people that have spoken to my soul. There are so many people that have illuminated me, invited me, made me feel them a part of their family. And we've built a community here that is one of love, respect, trust, and camaraderie, support of one another. For truly, Self-Discovery Media has become that support and that community. With approximately 2,700 shows under my belt, bearing in mind most of them are an hour plus, and with so many more to come, I'm going for the next 10 years to bring you even more divine, exuberant, and empowering people that you would ever want to know. Remember, this is not about notoriety, and whatever notoriety they may have in their lives now, they also had to walk the path of self-discovery, pick up from their own ashes and become the exuberant people they are today. Pick from that orchard of wisdom and allow themselves to grow and become the illuminating people that inspires us today. It's in all of us, if we decide to walk away from the outdated patterns and beliefs and embrace our true essence and divine possibilities in life. It is in all of us. When I get interviewed in other shows, I get asked, who's touched your heart? And it's hard to say any one person has touched my heart because there's so many stories that have. There's so many stories that have really illuminated me, and I will bring them up in another show, this person and that person, because they're the people that have really touched me. But it's also when you do get the feedback, which isn't often, people listen and move on. But when you do get that feedback of how a person did touch them, shifted them, pivoted them forward, or really helped heal them, it really brings a smile to the fact that you are on the right path, that you are really doing something that really has an impact. We have collectively 3,000 plus shows here from other hosts. I'm not hosting at the moment. There are so many other wonderful platforms that kind of can do it with less time consuming as it is for me. But I do mentors and practitioners, and that is a platform that I'm promoting at the moment. And you will see there's a new site. I used to have selfdiscoverycommunity.org, and I had somebody do the site for me, and it wasn't what I wanted. So I have created a whole new site, doing it myself. So no, it's not going to be perfect, nor is it going to be perfectly finished for the right now, but it is the Orchard of Wisdom podcast. How do I illuminate people? Through interviewing people of illumination through podcasts. So podcasting will always be the basis of what we do. But with the mentors and the practitioners, and what does that mean? That means that we're profiling the people beyond their story, and we're focusing in on the work that they're offering you, their events, their platforms, their courses, so that you can go more directly to people. And that's growing, and that's going to grow even more over the next year. And of course, the podcast books, and I've been talking about it for a long time, but there's so much work that I have to do every week, and it's a little hard to do. So I am, promise you, going to make sure that we have a podcast book by the end of the year. I didn't know when I started this off if anybody was even listening. I didn't know if anyone cared. I didn't know if I was any good at it. I didn't know if anybody even wanted to come on air with me. And I was scrambling to get people. I don't need to scramble anymore. I have some wonderful publicists who really know what my style is, and they bring me those people that know they will be in sync. I have a wonderful following and support from LinkedIn and Facebook, and also from the people that I interview. And they send me people, they're in the same frequency. They may be doing something totally different, because of course here on Self-Discovery Media, we aren't just about one genre and one show. There's about 18 different show topics, genres. And so whether you're interested in business, music, children, health, mental health, you name it, we've got it there. And more to come as I see branching out even more. But on a personal note of what this has meant to me, I have grown so much in doing these shows over the last 10 years. I have really discovered where I'm meant to be, doing what I'm meant to be doing. And it really has been something that speaks to the very core for me and comes from the very core of me. In every show, I promise you're going to get my heart, because my heart is illuminated. I may not always agree with the person that I interview. We might not be completely in sync with the perspective, but as long as we're coming from the heart, I leave it up to you to decide of what you think. It has been an honor and a privilege to interview so many wonderful people. And to all those people out there that have trusted me with their story, revealed things that are really vulnerable, and come back or shared or referred or just speak well. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. It's been truly an honor. Now, a lot of people know that, this network is purely funded by the people that listen, the people I interview who donate to me according to what they feel the interview was worth, the people that listen. And I will be having more of a platform where you can sign up for a monthly thing. All these shows are free, but if you sign up for a monthly subscription, that means all of the shows will go into your inbox. And it could cost as little as $5 a month that can keep us going here. Because yes, it does cost to do this. And at 10 years, somewhere along the line, I've got to pay for my retirement. I have, I hope, 10 more years in me. I'm 67 now, and believe me, with the people I've interviewed in their 70s and 80s, even 90s, it's not over until it's over, mate. And as long as I'm coherent and I can still see, read, and hear, I hope to still be interviewing people for many years to come. And folks, we learn from other people's journeys. When we hear such stories of, as I said, some of the people, of the abuse that they've gone through, you wonder how they could rise up. It wasn't like they knew who they were, then they got abused and then go back to that core. These are children that have been horribly abused and they don't know anything different. Yet they chose to believe there was something different and to seek it out. And they sought it out. And through that persistence, that process, and that belief, that constant looking for that belief in themselves, they did find it. And they have become those leaders and those teachers and those illuminators that inspire us and invite us to step up in our own lives. Podcasting is really a wonderful, wonderful tool. We get to hear the rarity of it, not the production of it. People really do speak from the heart and soul. They speak honestly, they speak with integrity, and it's not scripted. It's just very organic. And we really do learn if we're willing to listen. We really do learn all the wonderful things that we need to know if we choose to listen. And a lot of people say, your shows should be shorter. I'm not that kind of market, folks. Yes, Sara's View of Life is my own show every week. But the shows that I bring to you from other people, it will be dishonorable to give them to you shortened. Because that first half hour is the journey of the past. That second half hour is the journey of the present. And then it is the journey of the future. And when we're willing to listen and to learn, we are illuminated, we are invited, and we do see something of ourselves in there. And it really, really does inspire us to step up and to believe we can in our own lives as well, because I know we can, and I know we do. And the proof is right here on selfdiscoverymedia.com and the Orchard of Wisdom podcast.com. It's here. Just listen to some of those people, listen to them, and the hearts and souls that they share with you, the honesty that they share with you, the skills and the tools that they share with you. It is all for you to grow. It's all for you to apply. It's all for you to pivot forward. It's all for you to be as abundant as we know you can be. So here's to the next 10 years. But really and honestly, for all those that have followed me, for all those that have shared with me, for all those that share my shows, for all those that have supported our shows, thank you, thank you, thank you. Your support means everything to us. And here's to the next 10 years. 10 years of illumination, of wisdom, of supporting one another, of being that community of love, of trust, and of illumination. So folks, till next week, thank you. We hope that you enjoyed the show right here on selfdiscoverymedia.com. Please tune in to our selfdiscoverymedia.com/shows and you will see all the other genres that we have from you. Every week on Tuesday, we bring you new shows from illuminating people. If you know someone that should be interviewed, please contact us at info@selfdiscoverymedia.com. Now stay tuned for your next show.